Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Steins Gate. I wanna warn you all and prepare you all for some heartstring tugging because there's a lot of emotional moments in this part, and if anything, you're gonna start feeling. That's all I'll say about this. But if anything else, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for your love and support. And let's carry on. Alright everyone, and we return.
確かに
Suzuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
君のラボに出入りしてるみんなは生き生きしててすごく眩しい。椎名真由里も橋田至も牧瀬クリスもそれに君も。
何をバカな。
There's nothing enviable about me. I'm worthless. I can't even save Mayuri.
私もみんなみたいになりたいって思ったよ。
俺からすればお前こそすごいと思うぞ。
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいかも。こうして頑張れてるのも君たちと会えたおかげ。ほんのちょっとでもラボメンの一員になれてよかった。
Please stop talking like that. It's a bad case of foreshadowing and I don't like it. She smiles then, a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. What does it mean?
ほんのちょっとの間でも君たちと一緒にいられてよかった。
鈴葉？
岡部倫太郎、きっと未来を変えてね。今みたいな自由な世界に変えて。
おい、どうしたんだ。なぜそんなに感傷的なのだ。
Does she not want to go to 1975? But I mean, she's got the time machine, so can't she just come back afterward? Even as I think it, I realize how wrong I am. Of course. When Suzuha completes her mission and brings us to IBM 5100, the world line will change. The future will be rewritten, and 2036 she knows will cease to exist. To hear her describe it, the future is an awful place, but even so, it was her home. She has friends there. I'm sure comrades in arms and memories of her father barreled tighter. All of that will be lost to her forever. No wonder she's getting sentimental.
タイムマシンが治ったらまた盛大に宴会を開こう。
サンキュー。
And yet she's still smiling that sorrowful smile. That's true. I didn't think that far ahead. Like if she does bring over the IBM 5100 to us, it will change the future. And her existence may be compromised at that too. Afterward, I hit the streets again in search of the pin. But the day ended without a single lead, so I reluctantly returned to the lab and tried searching the internet. A couple of hours later, and still no luck. So far, I've accomplished absolutely nothing. My frustration is mounting. I can time leap again, but will that really help us find Suzuha's father? An unfamiliar number. Who is it?
俺だ。
Hi, Mr. Okabe Rintaro!
Oh, it's the shopkeeper dude. The vendor. The voice is heavily accented. I can barely make it out. Who is this guy?
捨てるんか。
I jump to my feet and scan the room, then run to the window and check the row below. No suspicious figures in sight. Kurisu comes out of the development room and gives me a questioning look, but I wave her head back inside.
セルンとは何です？
I gulp and carefully choose my words.
名乗ってもらおう。
おたくはもうアフタヌーンうちのファクトリーに問い合わせに来てテレフォンナンバーを教えていったですよ。
お前は何を言っているんだ。
No, wait. I've heard this broken Japanese before. The strange Japanese filters through my brain, connecting synapses. That's right. It's that foreign street vendor I met this afternoon in Akiba.
特定した。Nice to meet you.
どういたしまして。私自主制作してます。 Yesterday night ゲストが come here の思い出し、そのゲストがメイクプリンスピンバッジが You が持ってきたやつとセームだったのよ。
I don't quite get what he's saying, but he seems really excited about it.
今すぐそっちに行く。
I go to the same spot as before, although his stand has already closed. The Westerner is waiting for me.
Oh, Okabe! Hello!
そのゲストとやらはどこ行った？
クライアント come here なのは Yesterday なことよろしい。
The blue-eyed white man shrugs his shoulders. So it was yesterday. He contacted me because he remembered.
そいつの連絡先は？住所氏名は？
ドクです。ゲストはシミュレーションだけ。プライベートインフォメーションは Nothing.
That was so broken, but I understood that, obviously. So last night, someone came by wanting to make metal pins with the same design as Suzuha's. But he died of poisoning? Or the guess was just a simulation, so there's no private information? I'm not following.
ジャパニーズやっとプライベートインフォメーションの重要さについてスタディらしい。過敏神経になったよね。
That doesn't help.
If ゲストがネームはテレフォンナンバー残っていったかよ。ノリーク、それがビジネス。
Okay, so he's trying to say his business is very, it's very secretive. It's very offhand. Fatigue suddenly weighs down my shoulders. I don't understand a word he's saying anymore. It's client store owner privilege, basically. Equivalent of, what you call doctor-patient confidentiality. There you go. In hindsight, I should have brought Kurisu to speak English for me. I guess I just have to wing it.
そいつはどういうやつだった？男か？女か？
Well, so young or so middle. ジャパニーズは顔ヤングね。ルックだけじゃ No understand.
特徴は？
特徴？やはり柔道or プロレスラー？
なんだ？柔道？プロレスラー？それがどうしたんだ？
Yes!
That wasn't a yes or no question. What the hell do you mean?
ああ、バルーン！バルーンだよ！
バルーン？柔道？プロレス？
Are you saying he was big?
Good!
No, not good. Are you trying to confuse me? I want to ask more questions, but the foreigner suddenly sees a policeman walking by and runs off. I consider chasing him, but decide against it to avoid police attention. I give up. The search has hit a dead end, and we have barely any time left to find Barrel tighter. I can timely begin starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Looks like all I can do is wait until Christina's done working and then leap to the time this suspicious character appears to stand. Kurisu carefully connects the two cords she's holding.
完成。
The time leap machine is complete. It's 2:30 p.m. on the 13th, about 20 minutes later than before. Kurisu walks into the lounge with a satisfied look on her face. It's just her, me, and Suzuha in the lab. I had Daru and Mayuri head to Rarikan ostensibly to work on the time machine.
タイムリープマシーンか。
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd be inclined to believe it is Daru that bought that because the way the vendor was describing him, so he was big, like a judo fighter, wrestler, what have you. But at the same time, it could be just any other big guy. Suzuha gazes at the now complete machine in awe. I've already explained to her how time leaping works. It's as different as can be from Suzuha's time machine, which can physically displace actual bodies.
未来の記憶を思い出させるっていうのは面白いよね。
Suzuha crosses her hands behind her head and looks up at the ceiling.
空想とか、もしかしてっていう推測とか、あと直感、デジャブ、そういうのってさ、実際には未来の記憶を思い出してるのかもしれないかもってちょっと思っちゃった。2036年時点だと記憶は 世界戦艦の自分との情報伝達手段かもしれないって説もセルンの研究者から出てるんだ。それと似たようなものなのかも。
岡部の力、リーディングシュタイナーがどういう仕組みなのか分かればいいんだけど、岡部だけの特殊能力なのか、それとも全人類がその資質を持ってるけど岡部だけがたまたまより強い能力を持っていただけなのか。
一つ確かなことがある。意識は記憶とともに過去へ飛んだ。
それがなぜなのかいまいち納得いかない。 D メールの時に岡部が体験したような状況と同じになってもいいはずなのに、記憶に意識は依存してるのかな。
意識って形として存在してるわけじゃないのが厄介だよね。魂も同じ。結局は宗教観に行き着く。2036年でもさ、魂の存在は証明されてないし、意識を形として証明した人はいないんだ。
そう、ちょっとがっかり。
意識が過去へ飛んだことで D メールに比べてより具体的に過去改変ができるようになったが、同時に収束する結果も存在した。
I can change the method of Mayuri's death, but never the fact that she dies.
違うよ。未来は確定してる。
ならば過程が変化したのはなぜだ。
世界線が変動してたから。岡部倫太郎が過去へ飛んで本来とは別の行動をとったことでダイバージェンスがわずかだけど上下したはずだよ。でもその変動はダイバージェンスメーターで言うと 0.00001% 程度の誤差でしかないわけ。ちょっとしたことの場合、全く誤差が発生しない場合だってある。原因が変化することでさ、結果がすでに同時に存在している別の世界線へと変わっただけなの。しかもその2つの世界線は近似値だから変化なんてほとんど感じられないはず。
So is that why reading Steiner didn't react?
変わる前の世界線は消滅したわけじゃなくてさ、可能性世界線として同時に存在し続けるんだよ。
その辺は多世界解釈なのね。
いずれにしてもパラレルワールドじゃない。
未来は再構成されていると。
そういうことになるのかな。
I'm confused again. Maybe it's impossible for me to fully understand the structure of the universe. Anyway, that's enough discussion. It's time for me to leap again. I explained the situation to Kurisu and have her activate the time leap machine immediately. It's the night of the 11th. I went back about 40 hours. My objective is to keep watching the street vendors stand in the hope that Suzaha's father might appear. I sent Suzaha elsewhere. I didn't want her to be disappointed if I come up empty-handed. I'm standing out at the site, a short distance away from the stand, munching on energy bars and drinking soy milk to appease my growling stomach. I've already been here for 2 hours. I forgot to ask for the exact time the suspicious character appeared, so I had to begin my stakeout before sunset. Now it's 8 p.m. and the stand looks like it's about to close. Is this another waste of time? That foreigner gave me false information, but just as I'm finishing my milk, someone approaches the stand.
あれは
I jump out of the cover.
誰？
I knew it! I knew it! Don't tell me she's the dad. He's the dad.
ゲゲ、オカリン。
Daddy jumps in surprise, but I'm the one who's really shocked here.
お前ここで何をしている？
その言葉、そっくり返すぜ。
The storekeeper is looking at us funny, so we decide to change locations.
それでダルよ。あの露店に何を頼もうとしていた？まさか タイターのピンバッジと同じものを偽造しようとしていたわけじゃないよな。
そのまさかであります。
Oh. So that's what happened. Daru was the suspicious character the foreigner told me about. So all that stuff about judo, pro wrestling, and balloons is referring to Daru's size.
紛らわしいやつめ。
Damn, it was all for nothing. Good thing I didn't bring Tsuzaha along.
しかし、なぜ偽造などしようと？
いや、偽造ってわけじゃなくね。
似たようなものだろうが。
つまりさ、転ばぬ先の杖ってやつ？もしも天音の親父さんが見つかんなかったらかわいそうじゃん。だからそん時は僕が作ったバッジを見せて、親父さんはいたんだって嘘だな。
ぬか喜びさせるということか。
そういう言い方しなくてもよくね。世の中には2種類の嘘があって、ダメな嘘と優しい嘘があるんだぞ。
I was already thinking the same thing. False hope, huh?
それは何のエロゲーから得た知識だ？
クラドナドナというエロゲーではなく、いわば人生と呼べるノベルゲーからです。ってやかましいわ。
Clanad.
ダメかな。架空のタイターを作り上げる作戦。
そんなことをして鈴葉が喜ぶとでも思っているのか。
Daru's expression suddenly turned sad.
これ天音からは誰にも言うなって言われてるんだけど、オカリンには話しとくよ。
He's got a big mouth as usual. Still, he seems dead serious. I better hear him out.
タイムマシンを調べていて天音から聞いたんだけど、あのマシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ。
何？
So she won't be able to come back. At first, I don't understand what he means.
バカな。俺が知っているタイターのタイムマシンは未来方向にも飛べた。
So then, who's the Tighter of the year 2000 then, if she can only leap back? Unless she leaped back to 2000.
実際に見たん？
But she leaps back to 1975 to help us get the IBM 50. Wait, no. How the hell does she give us the IBM 5100 then?
見たわけじゃないが。
そもそもオカリンの言ってるタイターって2000年に現れたやつでしょ。僕はそんなタイター見たことも聞いたこともないけどな。
Oh, unless she gives it to someone that we know, like what's his face, Luca's father, in the hopes that we find it in the future or our present. Oh, that works too. That's right. The Tighter I know and Tsuzaha aren't necessarily the same person. Although their time machines are similar, there are significant differences. For example, one looks like a Chevy, and the other looks like a satellite.
じゃあ本当に？
行ったら戻ってこられない。
それは例えば1975年に飛んだらどうなる？今の2010年には戻ってこられないのか？
戻ってくるには1975年から35年間をリアルタイムで生きないと。
Is he serious?
ということは鈴葉はタイムマシーンに乗って2036年に戻ることもできない。
だからさっきからそう言ってるじゃんか。
それはタイムマシンとしては欠陥品だろ。
そう、あのタイムマシンは未完成だって言ってた。
Incomplete. Incomplete.
セルンの技術をパクって天音の親父さんがこっそり独自に作ったものらしいんだけど、親父さんがセルンに殺されたせいで未完成のままなんだって。それでも過去には飛べるからちっとも問題ないって天音は笑ってたけどさ。
それは確かな話なんだな。
本人がそう言ったし、天音が嘘をついてない限りはマジだと思うよ。つうわけで今この時代にタイムマシンの修理が終わるまでに親父さんと会っておかないと。 もう二度と会う機会はないかもしんないじゃん。
So that's why he was trying to make a copy of that pin as evidence that Suzuha's father was here. Or was he always meant to do that? And if that's the case, does that also mean that there's a small chance, that very tiny possibility, that Daru might actually be her father? Because at the very beginning of the game, we also stopped Daru from going to one of the, what was it, the time machine convention or something like that, and that was the same day that Suzuha was supposed to meet her father for the first time, and it never occurred. That's why I was thinking it might be Daru. And then there's also in the previous episode, that whole thing where they were working together, and Okabe and Mayuri noticed that they had like some sort of nice chemistry going on, which you can either think of it as something of the effect of them just having a very nice rapport, you know, or possibility of them being a couple in the future, but it could also be a hint that he may actually be her father.
だがやはり偽造は良くない。嘘は嘘だ。
バレなければ。
I waved Daru silent and massaged my temples. Need to think. What difference does it make? True, Suzuha might be sad about missing her father, but that's none of my business. My top priority is Mayuri's safety. That's right. I mustn't let my emotions control me. I need to be more rational, more logical. There's a Japanese proverb. He who pursues two hares will catch neither. However, that sad smile on Suzuha's face. Now I understand what it meant. I feel something tighten deep within my chest. The next day, as night falls, I summon all lab mems except Kurisu to Radikan. It's boiling hot on the rooftop even in the evening. When I provide Daru with the refreshing gift of cola, his sweaty face lightens up.
おお、オカリン。ここでキンキンに冷えたカロリーゼロのコーラの差し入れとか気が利きすぎだろう。
Daru happily takes the cola and chugs it straight from the bottle. Afterward, Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
ねえねえオカリン、あの人工衛星がタイムマシンだったなんてびっくりしたね。
ああ、そうだな。
ビルに突き刺さっちゃってるけど、すずさんが無事でよかったね。あれって操作がとっても難しいんだって。重力うんたらかんたら装置の座標がちょっとでもずれるとね、タイムマシンごとゼリーマンになっちゃってプルンプルンかなんだそうです。しかもね、あのタイムマシンってセルン製じゃないからあんまり安定してないって。1975年に行く時が心配だな。二人乗りだったらね、一緒に行ってあげられたのにね。
お前が一緒に行ってどうするのだ。
決まってるよ。すずさんの手をギューって握ってね。大丈夫、マユシーが一緒だから大丈夫だよって応援してあげるの。ねえねえオカリン、あのタイムマシンって名前はついてるのかな。
気になるならタイタンに直接聞けばいい。
You know, I also thought if she did go with her to 1975, she would be safe, right? I mean, it would change the future for them. It would avoid her death. I don't know how the many worlds interpretations would pan out from here on in if that did occur.
そうだね。マユシうっかりしてたよ。
I don't think Okabe would go with that plan because he would miss Mayuri though. Mayuri giggles, then runs off to talk to Suzuha. She returns a few seconds later.
名前あった。 ルくんとすずさんって結構お似合いだと思わない？
I look at Daru and Tsuzuha again.
ダルはそもそもフェイリス萌えだ。
そっか、そうなのかな。
She tilts her head to the side.
ねえねえ、マユシーもタイムマシンもっとよく見てきていいかな。
I nod and Mayuri runs over to the time machine again. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. As Mayuri leaves, Suzuha comes over to stand beside me. Our shadows are long and murky in the fading light.
橋田至ってすごいね。タイムマシンさ、突貫工事とはいえうまくすると明日には直せるかもって。見た目は不摂生そうで冴えない感じなのにね。
A refreshing breeze blows by. It was quite hot a few minutes ago, but the temperature is finally starting to drop.
さ、今言わないと機会を永遠に逃しちゃいそうだから言うけど。聞いてる？
After a moment's hesitation, I give a little nod.
私さ、君たちには本当に感謝してるんだ。初めてこの時代に来た時、私の知ってる人は誰もいなくて、戦ってばっかりだった私の時代とは全然違ってて、この時代の方がすごく平和なのにさ、なんだか私にとってはすごく怖かった。でもさ、今こうして自分の全てを晒せる友達、仲間ができた。私が生まれる前に生きていた人たちと出会えて、私のためなんかにみんな頑張ってくれてる。それってとっても奇妙で、だけどとっても嬉しいんだよね。その気持ちは本当だから。
I've heard these words before, just like last time. Her tone is wistful.
あのマシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ。
The truth I heard from Daru plays in my head in an endless refrain.
この時代に来ることができて、君たちと同じ時間を過ごせて、私本当に楽しかった。っていうか、君たちみんな揃いも揃って我が強くて、癖があっていろいろと濃すぎて、最初はなんだこいつらなんて思ってたけどさ、いつの間にか君たちといる時間が楽しくなってたよ。2036年はさ、とっても平和で喧嘩すら起きないんだ。知ってた？
I shake my head.
とにかくさ、喧嘩すら起きない。およそ争いって名のつくものは、ミクロなものからマクロなものまで全部消えちゃった。その代わり、みんな死んだ魚みたいな目をしてた。誰も覇気がなくて、歩く足はズリズリってすり足で、笑いはするけど怒ったり悲しんだりはしなくて、個性なんて誰も持ってなかった。みんなロボットみたいだった。この前君が私にすごく怒ったでしょ。あの時すごくびっくりして、すごくショックだったんだけど、同時にすごく嬉しくなったんだよ。
Suzuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
君のラボに出入りしてるみんなは生き生きしてて、すごく眩しい。
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. This just tugs at the heartstrings. It really does, and I feel really bad for her. I don't know what's gonna happen and what's to come, but if anything, we'll find out in the next one. So thank you all for watching.